warm, breezy day, and I'm just outside of Lone Pine, California. I'm here to pick up a wilderness permit. I'm about to undertake a backpack in the High Sierra. That's the Sierra behind me. We're looking with a stunning vantage point towards Mount Whitney, which would be the highest peak in the contiguous United States. That's not my destination for my backpack this weekend. I'm actually heading to the Little Lakes Valley. It's a place that I've never been to before, and I'm really excited to explore it. Little Lakes Valley, here's my permit. I'm ready to go. We've pulled off of the highway for just a break. This is a vista point where I get this nice view of the Owens Valley and the Sierra. So again, this is the Owens Valley. This is where a lot of LA's water comes from. This is the Sierra. I can even see in some of these little shaded valleys some snow. Those could even be the Palisades glaciers. This is the direction we're headed. We're going up towards Tom's Place, where we turn off the highway and head into the Sierra. I'm excited. A new adventure. Well, we've arrived at Mosquito Flats. Mosquito Flats is a temporary campsite for packers that are coming in or out of points beyond. We plan to spend one night here before heading into Little Lakes Valley. So here's Rock Creek. You can see we're no longer in the dry Owens Valley, but we're up in the high elevations. This is actually 10,200 feet above sea level. I've had a brief conversation with a ranger, and she said tonight the temperatures could drop into the 30s. The 30s! Rock Creek. We spent our first night here at Mosquito Flats. It wasn't quite as cold as I anticipated, so that was great. If you're planning to backpack into Little Lakes Valley, this is your first destination. Again, it's Mosquito Flats, and it's very well provisioned. There's an outhouse, there's bear boxes where you have to store your food, there's nice level places to camp. This is where my tent was a while ago, and of course you're by this beautiful creek over here. And as you can see, you're not far from the parking lot. But now, for me, the work begins. This is my backpack. I'm going to be on the trail for at least 4 days, and we're preparing for rain. It could even snow in the higher elevations, so I have to be prepared. Well, we've come to this little table here. So we've climbed out of Mosquito Flat, and here's a good place to kind of assess the scenery, which is stunning, rearrange my backpack, and shed a little bit of clothing. So again, this is the Little Lakes Valley. It's stunning. These are the massive peaks of the High Sierra. I can still see some lingering patches of snow. Up in this direction would be one of the signature hikes. That's called Mono Pass. And over in this direction, one of the other signature hikes, that would be called Morgan Pass. That leads deeper into the desert. And over in this direction, on this little precipice, I can look down at the first of this series of lakes. Keep in mind, it's a little pocket lake in this moraine. There are dozens, perhaps hundreds of little lakes, And our destination today, where we're meeting some friends, is Chickenfoot Lake. I'm anxious to finally see it. Well, this is the High Sierra. This is why I go to this effort to backpack. Look at this stunning little lake behind me. This is called Heart Lake. Again, it's one of a series of little lakes here in Little Lakes Valley. They range in size. Now, keep in mind that these lakes are popular destinations. Day hikers, fishermen in particular, will come to these lakes to fish. Rainbow trout, brook trout, golden trout are among the prized catches. Again, we're trekking along beyond this lake to a lake called Chickenfoot Lake, but I'm sure they're all scenic and they all have something different to offer.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How are you?
Doing all right.
Great. You quite tight?
Another beautiful lake. This one is called Long Lake. Our destination is one more lake beyond Chickenfoot Lake. It's getting colder. Rain is threatening. Gotta get to Chickenfoot, set up my tent, because I'll need that shelter if this rain comes. That's the pitter patter of raindrops on my tent. I'm going to slither inside and hunker down. The sun has come out and it's a beautiful morning. Look at this. This is Chickenfoot Lake, High Sierra at its most magnificent. It's a little bit nippy, but the sun's warming me up. We had some rain last night and survived it. Met our friends, and a group of us today are doing a short day hike to Gem Lake, which is up on that ridge there, and up to Morgan Pass just to see it. Well, the sun is rising over Chickenfoot Lake. That's the lake behind me. I want to give you an idea about how to set up a campsite or how to select a campsite at any of these lakes that are in Little Lakes Valley. So when you approach a lake, whether it's Chickenfoot where I'm camping or any of the other lakes, when you find flat pads like this, these are typically designated campsites. So when I got to the lake, I looked around for something similar to that. So here's my campsite down here. I have my tent, you know, my little backpacking tent called the Walrus, set up there. I've temporarily draped my rain fly over a rock. I'm airing out my sleeping bag. It can get a little damp due to condensation. And over in this area, I have my kitchen. It's very important if you're camping here, you must bring a bear canister. Your food and trash must be sealed. I do suggest jet boils for cooking. It's a great backpacking stove. And because you're camping in an area where there's lots of water, sitting in lakes and running in streams and sometimes a bit marshy, there are mosquitoes, so bring bug repellent.